We've set the field of 33. It's time to see what they can do unlimited. It's 2 hours of practice here on Monday morning, and we're all set. Let's see what the field of 33 has in 2024. Me and Megan are up in the comms box. Let's quickly join NBC as we get ready to go.
You join us live here on Peacock from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for Monday practice. After the most exhilarating weekend of qualifying, that is going to take some time to top. It's going to stay with us for quite a while. Good afternoon from Indy. Hi folks, Lee Diffie along with Townsend Bell, James Hinchcliffe and Marty Snyder on a really warm 86-degree day here in the Circle City, and lots of takers for this practice session. And I think, Townsend, you made the point yesterday, or certainly over the qualifying weekend, just how valuable these 2 hours are.
Indeed, because you just don't know, as we're sitting up here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of last week, it's always tough to really know where the focus is, because at all times, I think one eye is always concerned about qualifying.
That is the case as the session's underway. The cars are out on the circuit. Alongside me in the commentary box is Megan Birch. Megan, we're all set then. Cars out on circuit. We now know the field of 33 going into tomorrow. Well, from the 500 at the end of the week. But Monday now, they get a 2 hour, then carb day, another 2 hours. Then that's it. So 4 more hours of practice spread across the entire week.
Carb day is always an interesting one, I think.
It really
Didn't
is.
I cover that one last year?
You did, but then we had like an understanding that, well, what actually is happening?
Yeah, it's always an interesting one, carb day, though half the field are now out on the track. Oh, there we go.
I've got the timing screen working. Well, hey, found the right one. What have you found, Megan?
It's properly updated.
Yeah, we've got them all now. Power 224.983 and his first lap time out there as well. Let's hear from our pole sitter, Scott McLaughlin.
2 hours, just looking at all my texts, like sending texts back and just soaking it in. You know, this place, when you come here and you soak it in, like just after a normal day, like it's pretty cool, but after you just got bowled for the biggest race in the world, it hits a little different. So yeah, just enjoyed it, but now back to business, and we'll be out here soon.
How many text messages did you have to return last night?
It's like 250 texts. It was crazy, but I got back to most of them. Yeah, it was very thankful people spent their day watching, cheering me on, and hopefully we can do it in a week's time.
The mind shifts quickly, so what is the goal for this 2 hour session?
Just back into race mode, figure out our race car again. We got a pretty good understanding of what we feel like with the Pennzoil Chevy. I think we're in a really good spot with the yellow sub, obviously. Great pit box, practice some in and out laps. Just get back into the groove. Car's here now, I better get in. So
His chariot.
Well, VK is side by side with Power and Ferrucci as they come down already towards turn number 1. So they're not wasting any time, Megan. They're getting straight out there in order to try and see, well, who's got the fastest car out here, as we're struggling to get access to any internet data.
Yes, the internet has been a bit glitchy throughout today, so be a bit of a struggle there. But almost everyone is now out on the track.
27 of the 33 have made it. Graham Rahal yesterday being the last one to get in. Leonard Siegel bumped in dramatic fashion after he crashed out of the session as well. It seems like my iPad might be in trouble actually as well, because it's not connected to any data.
I think it must... Do you know what mine was doing that earlier on? I think it's just a bad day for the internet.
Well,
apparently it's going to be raining.
We'll try and get the graphics on then as Herta goes to the inside. My voice is just about okay for a 2 hour stint.
But still, I'm not going to make him push that. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, that's why I'm also not doing any big shouty bits. Then again, we never really need to do any big shouty bits in qualifying anyway.
Will Power is just again topping the session.
Yeah, just coming a little bit off the pace as well. Power, Dixon, Ferrucci, 226.137 now for power on his opening run. And this is basically, we've got practice, but it almost looks like it's carb day out there, isn't it? With them all practicing the race runs. They're getting out there, getting in the toes, practicing some inlines, and it's like it's a race out there for the 5 already.
I think their mindset is it's the week off, so they better start practicing this more consistently.
Ooh, cars driving down pit lane, and who was that going down the commitment line? You're not allowed to do, I can't tell from this angle. It looks to be maybe Kiffin Simpson who's out there on the circuit.
8.
Sorry, I just love hearing the cars go by. Yeah, you're not allowed to go below the white line now, the commitment line for the pit lane. If you do that, it is a penalty. So Simpson might be getting a little bit out of his depth there as well. Is this ever going to work? This timing tower. It says it's working. Just don't know why not. Have all 33 gone out there? How many's left? 30. Yeah, only 30 have gone out there so far out of it. See how small the timing screen gets. There's Power Ferrucci with Ilott just behind. Pillow getting through on Graham Rahal. Marcus Ericsson getting ahead of Agustin Canapino as well, I believe, who comes to the inside. Just double checking that he's not in the pit lane as he comes into it.
You know, I wish they would get closer to the cars so that you could actually see the numbers.
Yeah, some zoom ins.
That would just be so helpful. Oh, there we go.
There we go. On board with Kyle Larson, who last night ran the All-Star race as well. Brad says, is this the 25th qualifying session or the 250th practice session? And they need to drive in a circle. Trust me, at over 200 miles an hour, as much practice as you can get. One mistake, one wrong bump, and then it's a big accident. But hello, Matthew, behind the mic. Hello, everyone. Sato is sleeping? Yeah, at the moment he is. Does anyone watch this race outside of the USA? Yeah, it's a worldwide phenomenon now, IndyCar especially.
Well, I should hope so.
Yeah.
Where you can.
This is the most I've spoken all day. Megan could back me up on that.
Yeah, he's been he answered me with a chalkboard earlier.
I have not been saying anything. I've had food, so I should be good with voice lubrication for the next hour, 50 minutes.
We hope. Otherwise, I'm here.
Yeah, look at that. New Garden getting past down the start, finishing towards turn 1. 4, 5 cars side by side with Ilott getting them in there. Ferrucci's in that battle too. So is, I believe, it looks to be Colton Herter coming through there as well. Right at the back is Grosjean. Canapino's moved up to 8th place. Still power top though. 2:26.137. Big thank you to Matthew, to Seth, to Joe, and to Josh T for covering the All-Star race last night. They were already broadcasting it on USRN, but I had to back out quite late of broadcasting that at 1 a.m. because I had no voice left.
Yeah, he really didn't. He's camera angles next.
I didn't get up until what, 10?
Yeah, around that same time as me.
Also, I need New Year Cups head next week.
Yes, yes, you do.
Yeah, because I honestly, it's so bad. So we'll have to order some this week.
How much are they?
11?
Right.
Just love hearing the cars going down as one of the McLarens going down the back straight away to come to the commitment line. See, that's Kyle Larson.
How can you tell? This camera angle.
Larson's got the Larson has the orange stripe on the top of the McLaren halo there.
Still, the camera angle.
Not the greatest, is it? There's Newgarden.
It's not good.
I believe he's getting ahead of Corner Daly into turn 1.
These are drones, right? Well, whoever's
No,
operating.
they're actual cameramen.
Well, why are they zooming in?
It's very hard. Where can you watch Indy for free? I think IndyCar Live got this one. Peacock has it. Sky Sports. There'll be some signs. It's on Sky Sports F1. If you find a site showing Sky Sports F1, you'll find this. So yeah, 3 wide, and that was Larson heading down low. We're on board now with the Gamebridge car. Colton Herter.
Ooh, do you know, I knew it was Colton.
Just parting the ways there, wasn't it?
Yeah. I see yellow and I immediately think Herter.
Larson's coming to the pit lane as well. Ilott stays out. Newgarden retakes this little power train at the front. Desperately trying to get the live timing working on the driver tracker. It's just not wanting to work for us today.
Not being very collaborative.
How many cars have gone out by the way, Megan? Do we know yet? Or has it told us?
Currently, there are Actually, I think all but 2 have been out. Actually, no, all but 1 has been out. 1 is currently setting a lap time.
So 2 cars out. Catherine Legg's going out there to become 31. McLaughlin is on pit road, so the transponder's shown as he's going there.
But they've all done a lap
Install that,
apart from
yeah.
him.
So 2 more left to come out of the car.
Yeah.
On board with Kyle Kirkwood, and now cutting to Felix Rosenquist. 224 down the back straight away in the 60 car for Maya Shank Racing. I still say they should have their names on the aero screen.
They should, instead of all this advertising.
Yeah, because as fans, it's very hard to tell. NBC do a very bad job with their graphics as well. We don't get an onboard shot of this is who it is. They just sort of leave you to a timing tower, and that's all they do.
That's why I'm struggling, because even on their helmets, they don't have their numbers.
Yeah, we need spotters. We need the final version of the spotters guide up here. Oh, there's Colton Herter, and he's just gone fastest on the 226.222.
Will Power's regretting pitting. Now his time has been overtaken.
At the back of that little train, as well as the 8 car.
What's that?
Let's see where that 8 car is on the board.
Found it.
Yeah, Linus Lundqvist of Chigati Racing. He's down in 19th position at the moment. He's going to get in great data at the moment.
Is it just me? Or does it all seem quite compacted?
It does, doesn't it? They're not spreading out together.
I feel
Also,
like I need binoculars.
Look, Penske got the right idea.
Thank you.
Newgarden. We know who it is straight away. But the problem is, I can barely see the numbers on the car. We've been complaining about it all weekend,
Yeah.
but
Numbers, non-existent.
yeah, it's like the focus isn't right. So that was
6.
the 6. So that's Helio Cash and Eves who he was focusing on at the front.
We need more onboard.
We could not tell. So much for trying to make the sport easier to view as a fan. NBC so far today have gone backwards.
I feel like I'm watching it in the early 2000s.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm not even looking at the timing tower. There's no point. That's Dixon in the 9, so Newgarden goes ahead and Dixon coming into 1. And also, it's harder right now as they come past us again because they were out there doing what is now a race simulation. But because it's not a normal race where we'd have an idea of who's in front with the timings, because say we recognise Scott Dixon's livery, we can look see where he is on the order and then work out who just overtook. With this being a race practice, the practice times are on, but they haven't given us the order of what they are on the track. And the driver tracker, it's just started working. So that's handy.
Thank goodness, we might actually get to know who's there. Is that Herta going in?
Well, I say it's working. It's just sort of standing there at the moment, so not 100% working just yet in this 8th practice session. Eddie's replied to that. How fast will the race speed be? Round about.
Last year, I'm pretty sure it was like 30 seconds.
Oh, a lap.
Yeah.
Well, I'm expecting the race speed to be around about 2:29, 2:30, hovering over that mark. With the amount of fuel they'll have in, I'm not expecting the big 2:33s like we saw a couple of years ago. With the amount of fuel they'll have in per stint and the tyres and then the normal lifting and coasting, I expect to see a 2:29, 2:30 sort of average speed throughout the race.
Matthew, nice if we get 2:35.
Yeah, Matthew in a race, that'd be amazing. Matthew is probably screaming at me thinking, I've made all the calculations, I know what it's going to do. No, can't go that high.
No, you cannot.
It still does hurt. Like I have not spoken all day so I can do this and get to the point.
We have no idea who this is.
This is not Felix Rosenquist, as the time he once tells us. We are on board with Colton Herter, currently fastest in the Gamebridge car.
No idea. The helmets are possibly the only thing.
They've changed them.
Yeah, exactly. But you can't tell.
Gamebridge equals Herter. And then this is your first time up in the INDYCAR box this year, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, for Indy 500. Yeah. You only do a couple of INDYCAR races a year.
Yeah, and most of those happen while I am not in education.
I do apologise, by the way, that we are no longer going to Nashville on the street course. We've gone back to the oval. So, yeah. However, it is the final.
I love Nashville.
I know you like Nashville.
There's always so many crashes. I miss it.
We'll always have those 3 years.
Yeah. Well, there's always a drama and at least 9 cautions.
Herta's pushing like crazy at the moment as well.
Speaking of, he's going to make do on improving his team.
Neil Wooding is actually listening to us, and I think he's tweeted a spotter's guard out. Hello, Neil, if you're watching. Hi, Tom, if you're watching as well, Tom Gamble.
We need a spotted guard.
Well, the final one doesn't get released until after Bump Day, so now we have the final version of the spotter's guide, in case any liveries change last second.
Which they better not. Unless it is to include the names.
Yeah. Look at that's the wing flexing we're seeing at the moment on board for Colton Herta. That's how much toe it gives you at the front and how much the carbon fibre front wings flex out of place. There's Dixon.
Maybe just putting the numbers on would be helpful.
So Herta in the Andretti, really quick actually, 226.222. Let's take a replay. This is Herta into turn 2. And those wing looks, Megan, look a bit more aggressive than I've seen them all throughout testing so far this year.
They do. And is it just... Why does the one... Okay, imagine you're in the car. Imagine the one on the left. Why does it look different to the one on the right?
Well, remember, you're turning left only on an oval as well. So
Look.
it looks like it's more aligned with what the car would be like mid-corner than on the straight. So
I think that's...
that winglet is, it's sort of designed
It's been moulded for its
the
own
corner.
purpose.
Yeah, that part of the wing looks moulded to help the turn aerodynamics.
It's subtle, but evident when you examine it.
I'm surprised that... No, can't do that. I'm surprised that... I'm talking like a monotone voice today. It'll be better. Yeah, it'll be better for the 500.
Talking like me.
Yeah. I'm surprised that it doesn't kick the air onto the tyre. So when it turns, it must hit the inside of the wheel cover, the rim.
Must be to help
Yeah. Cool the brakes, maybe.
cool
Direct
the
airflow
brakes
there.
and like help guide the car.
Well, of course, you don't need brakes at an oval. You never touch the brakes, but the time you do touch the brakes is in the pit stops, and you better hope and pray that they work.
That would be very confident.
So, and the cars do get hot. So if it hits the tyre to deflect, maybe it could also be on an oval spec, taking the air inside the air intakes on the side of the cars. Are we going to get a look at? Yeah. So look. So the way the air sort of comes off the rim there, when the car comes in, it shovels the air underneath and it hits the floor and takes it into the air intakes. So it's cool. It's designed to try and cool the engine.
It must have been designed for specific ovals.
Only one spec though, and it's on the Chevy cars at the moment, not the Honda ones.
Yeah.
You have to see it. Oh,
So,
there we
look,
go.
look
No, all the
there.
way around. It's on the Honda ones, not on the Chevy
Look there.
ones. Yeah.
Not
Herta's
there.
got it too, yeah. So it's only on the Honda spec cars at the moment that we've spotted this little aero trick. It's not been on the Chevys so far. And is this the trick that McLaren were talking about yesterday? Said that, yeah, we've got some speed for the Penske's. 200 side by side. Yeah, the same thing looking on Felix Rosenquist's car as well into turn 1. It's a similar thing.
It just looked different.
Yeah. It's a similar sort of inkling for it as well. If I put that mic a little bit closer to me, maybe people can hear me a bit more. But it looks a bit too similar, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello to Sam, who's watching on.
I need coffee.
I think NBC are going to have an interview soon as well, so we'll throw it down to them in this middle of the pack run. But half the field on the track, half the field in the pit lane. 32 with a 33 have run.
So have you had many crashes?
No, not yet.
Really?
We've had 4 off the top of my head. Yeah. 2 for Siegel, 1 for Ericsson, 1 for VK. Oh, 5. Hang on, what did I say? 2 for Siegel, 1 for Ericsson.
VK was 1.
VK got 1. That's 4. I don't think there's been a 5th off the top of my head.
4.
Yeah, Siegel, Ericsson, VK.
That feels wrong.
Siegel again, yeah, 4 crashes.
That feels wrong that none of them have crashed.
Siegel crashed in the last of the... He was on bump day yesterday and he crashed out of the session. He was already down the 228. He lost out on a position in the 500, but did crash out turn 2 as well.
So, the more that they're driving, and the closer it gets to the 500, are you seeing more crashes happening?
A little bit, yeah. As the speeds get higher and higher, they're taking more risks to try and understand the cars. So qualifying's done now. So all Monday and Friday. So Monday practice 8, which is a chance to get out there, get the car in race trim, and prep some more strategies. Carb day is when everything goes full race prep. So when we get to Friday and it's kind of carb day, literally,
There'll be more crashes then.
Carb day is called carb day because you lose the carbs. Anything that you put on the car to save weight, anything for race day, that's it. So you put the carbs back on, put your race fuel in, head out there in the track and see what you've got. So we're sort of seeing 2 carb days, mainly because of the lack of running we saw last week with the rain.
Yeah.
So
there was a lot of
this session
rain.
was supposed to be 3 hours long, but then INDYCAR dialed it back to just being 2. It was supposed to go from 5 till 8. Now it goes 6 till 8. British summertime, of course. 1 till 3 Eastern over there in the States.
Kind of prefer it being like 6 till 8 because it meant we've got to have 2.
Yes, and a little earlier night for me as well. I'm going to record the Grid Network Formula 3 and 2 review after this and then head off and not talk anymore.
Go to bed.
No,
You need to get some sleep.
because I'm not sleeping enough this weekend. Look at the schedule.
Hey.
Very busy schedule this coming weekend. Every stream clashes with another.
Oh.
Every one.
Well, that's not good.
Dixon going down, trying to get out of the toe. Power going through.
It's the coldness in here.
I think
making me yawn.
I think Catherine Legg is in that little battle as well. I can't see her.
She is out on track.
Yeah. In the 51. Let's have a look. No, she's coming down back straight away towards turn 3 and 4. So she's not in this little kerfuffle at the front. It's Daly. Yeah, she has. It's Daly with Newgarden and I can't quite tell who's leading that train at the moment on the driver tracker. Just ahead of the 20. Actually telling us.
They're far too close to one another.
They are, yeah. Ah, it was Ericsson who's backed out from the front.
Looks like Catherine Legg's caught up.
And of course now you don't it's pit stop practice as well. So you don't have to use the inside line of 3 and 4 anymore if you want to come into the pit lane. You can just dart straight down the pit lane out of turn 4.
That's handy.
Yeah, like what we're going to see in the race. So a lot of pit stop practice is going on today as well. That's why you've seen the cars coming up and out of speed so much.
Let's come in.
I.e. Herta.
There
And
are currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14
Out on
out
track.
track.
All bumped together.
Yeah. That means they're not going to get that much clear over. They will get practice for when we race.
On
And
board.
being on battles.
There's Christian Rasmussen behind Kiffin Simpson. Newgarden improves up to 7th with a new time of 2:24.762.
You're seeing a lot of people go in now.
Yeah.
Oh. That's a bit cloudy.
32 of the 33, by the way, have done their lap times. We are waiting on that final one. Then we can finally set up our correct timing tower that we'll have for the race as well. It is fun, though, this timing tower.
Oh.
What have you got for us, Max?
I'm not sure it's the
Well, we're not.
circuit.
Well, no, unless it's raining Saturday, on Sunday we'll be fine. Sunday, unknown. It's not loading for Sunday. Yeah,
He wants to leave us in surprise.
Well, don't forget, we this is the final practice session until Friday. So Friday might not. So
They got Sunday.
that explains why we're seeing so much running now. If the weather forecast is saying that there could be rain on Friday, that explains why we're going to see this now. Long range weather forecast for Sunday also shows us rain.
True. If you're in Indianapolis, if you're going to go to the beach or do anything outside, I'd do it either tomorrow or today. Because apparently, according to the weather, rain.
Okay, right. What's the chance of getting rushed out for the 500? A lot.
I mean, it's still 50s. 50%.
Oh, well, we'll see how it goes. If you do get rain on the 500, it'll be the first time since 1997 that the
I thought either of us
Yeah.
were alive.
the last time the 500 was run on a day other than Sunday. Of course, it used to be on Memorial Day, whenever Memorial Day used to be, not just Memorial Day weekend. The 500 used to be on Memorial Day. And it used to be a whole month of practice, 2 weeks worth of practice.
So there is a chance, a slight chance that.
Have you got your suit, jumpsuit sorted yet, or your dress? What are you wearing?
Clothes.
I've got a suit ready for the 500, and of course,
I have to get dressed up.
yeah, you're doing the 600, aren't you, as well? The Coca-Cola 600. You're doing the double
When?
next week. This coming week. Monaco, Indy, NASCAR. The triple crown of the day.
I don't know.
At least you get
Getting dressed up.
MotoGP off. I don't get that. Well, we say that. You might.
I'm not sure I can get dressed up.
There's nothing. Not even. What about your leather? Your nice leather blazer.
Maybe that. I need another leather jacket, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought you might. So what? There's nothing you can have that looks fancy. We get to drink milk.
I do like the milk, but I'm not really a dress up type person. You know, I only bought that jumpsuit simply because it was for Mum's birthday.
Yes. I've got a suit ready. I've got that blue suit. All set, ready to go for the 500.
This is not a lot that I like when it comes to like getting dressed up, to be honest.
I was wondering where you were going at. Anyway, let me just get this.
I prefer to just stay in.
Voice starting to go. 28 minutes into the broadcast.
That's because you're speaking way too much.
Indianapolis years ago used to only have one pole day. The fastest car pole day is the one that got the pole. There wasn't multiple chances to do that. For Sunday, says Team Nitro H. Yep.
If Max Verstappen were doing this, he'd get every single pole.
There's your pole man, though, Scott McLaughlin. The fastest 4-lap average in INDYCAR history at the 500. Yeah, not bad at all. Doing brilliantly as well, swerving outside the tracks. I must admit, though, even the drivers say that they have too much practice time. We have not too much, though. We did lose. We worked out around about 8. We lost 18 hours of practice due to the rain. Just think how much more money we could have got from the ad revenue. I know. I was gutted. But we've got the whole of them on.
True.
24 hours worth of it.
That's a lot of hours.
Then again, we did do the 24 hours at Rolex, and that only brought in 30 quid. How does INDYCAR bring in more than the WEC?
Because
Day one qualifying. It's a
more
mystery.
advertising, I feel.
Those of you who watch in the States, I'd love to know the reason why. Qualifying day one for the past 3 years that we've streamed the race always is the number one highlight of the INDYCAR season. Biggest views we get all year round for INDYCAR. Not for MotoGP, because MotoGP's been, insane recently. But
Yeah.
why is that? Why is day one qualifying so much more popular? We don't know. Do you not? Is it not broadcast at all in the States anywhere? Is that why?
That would be strange.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
If
Eddie, I know you live in Indianapolis as well. If you know, let us know. Because it's remained a mystery to us. Because we checked the ad revenue. It was £56 in ad revenue for the first day of qualifying.
Which was shocking.
It shocked us, yeah.
Also, if it thunders and lightens on the day of the INDYCAR 500, they're not going to get a chance.
No, they'll have to call it quite quickly. They don't have lights, remember, but also Kyle Larson's got to fly out of there to get to Charlotte to do the 600.
That's going to get difficult because it is literally going to be lightning for the rest of the week after that, including the Tuesday after, because that's just not going to be rain. It's going to be good.
And there's
Pure
no
lightning.
Yeah, there's no one in the. It was not on NBC here in Ohio, says Sam. Day one was not. So day one isn't broadcast on NBC.
You'd think they'd want to broadcast that. Not that we're complaining.
No. To be fair, also, every time... This is what Kyle Larson had to do yesterday, by the way, Megan. As soon as he finished the Fast 6, he got in the helicopter, flew to Indianapolis Airport, got on his private jet, changed into his Hendrick NASCAR race suit, landed 14 minutes before the green flag dropped for the All-Star race last night.
That man has dedication. Has he slept?
Yes, he has. He slept on the plane back that he got this morning.
What if he wins? He won't be able to.
If he
get
wins,
away.
it's going to be the... Yeah, because Marcus Ericsson, we know from a couple of years ago, he was still in his race suit 24 hours after the race, and he said, I absolutely stink of rotten milk.
Ugh.
Because, of course, he poured it all over himself in a hot, sweaty race suit.
He regretted that.
And then had to spend the next 24 hours under hot TV lights getting interviewed by every media in the world.
I bet he regretted his decisions after that. Didn't he win the year after?
No, he came second, remember, last year.
Yes,
You got
came
him
so
one.
close. I bet his advice to Newgarden, do not pour all over yourself.
I think Ericsson's thinking to Newgarden last year was like, oh, do you remember? Red flag came out with 3 to go, and then because of Newgarden beat him out of the way due to irregularity of the rules.
Vaguely remember it.
Yeah, carb day consists of party. Yeah. We are going to be showing the pit stop practice as well. No idea what we're going to have for that, but we will have pit stop practice, which I think is just going to be our cameras and then having... I think we even joked that we're going to do some cooking on it as well.
With the air fryer.
Yeah, because it's like, well, there's no actual action on... Is it Friday night? Yeah, Friday night after carb day, yeah.
Carb day. Get a load of carbs.
Hey, don't joke. Sometimes it does become that. There we go. Just waiting for one more car to come out on the track.
Need another car. I've always found it interesting how they, like, how would you say it? Cleanse the tyres, clean them? I think it's more cleansing because they're like
Stripping the old rubber off to scraping.
it is so relaxing too.
Scrubs, set of scrubs.
Yeah. It's just so relaxing.
To be fair, F1 don't use a flamethrower.
Exactly. They should. Be a lot more entertaining.
F1 have a high-tech heat gun that takes it off.
Flamethrowers seem
So they have the scraper attached to an air gun, a hot air gun, and that melts it as it goes. It's better for the tyres because there's more risk of the tyre going bang with that.
But they want to do that at least once.
Less chance of random combustion as well in humans.
Yeah.
Snake Pit Party race day is more like a DJ rave only this year. So get your rave on in Snake Pit, lol. Tripping, watching the race. The Snake Pit, we've seen it on the TV pictures so many years ago. It's just a massive DJ party as well. This is Venus VK stalling down on pit exit. He's out on the track now, running up at speed, but stopping in the fast lane. And Santino Ferrucci, surprised, didn't hit him.
That was close. very.
Yeah, just sort of came up and had a go. My voice really starting to go now.
Yeah, maybe you should just, maybe you should take a drink. Because, you haven't taken a drink yet. Maybe that's why your voice is going.
Look at last year when VK came out the pit lane and actually hit Alex Palou and put him. Alex Palou was leading the race, of course, at that point. VK came out, lost the rear, and took Palou out of the race.
Also, but what is it with VK and crashing at the most, in the most annoying moments? It's like he has a plan and he's just going by it, though he doesn't know what plan is.
Plan F up. Plan F? Plan F? I hear Carlos Sainz has a plan B, Code Brown.
Have you seen he did karting?
Sainz did karting?
Yeah, he went
after Australia.
He did it somewhere, and he won.
Oh, right.
I remember seeing something about it. But it was like an indoor place, not like outside karting. It was like.
I'm surprised you've never done that karting.
Well, I want to. It's just no one's ever offered, or we haven't been able to.
Well, to be fair, we did plan a while ago the commentator challenge where me and you would train like an F1 driver, eat like an F1 driver, then it'd all build up to the race.
Yeah, but I have education.
And also, the last time you did any exercise,
I'm
pretty sure the Berlin Wall was still up.
I wasn't even born.
Exactly.
That went down December 89. Pretty sure.
The way you didn't know that.
Hold on, let's check if it did.
Why? We've got a photo with it. We were there.
I know, but weirdly, I keep thinking 12th of December.
We've stood on the Berlin Wall.
I know.
Yeah, so there's a segment of it at Duxford Aero Museum near London.
Okay, it wasn't December. November.
Oh, right. November 1989.
Yeah. November 9th.
9th of November. They could have done it the 5th of November, couldn't they? Then we could have had a different...
Exactly.
We could have had common ground there.
Yeah.
Oh, Herta brushing the wall. Exit of turn 2. Doesn't leave any tyre marks on it, but...
Herta's hurting the wall.
Herta is hitting the wall. I think he got the toe from Rahal in front of him, and Herta did crash in practice 2 years ago. So Herta knows what it's like to... He threw away his race car 2 years ago and had to start from the back of the grid and lost out on 500. So, look, he's unsteady again on the following lap, Megan. He's not looking...
On a straight, too.
It's not looking that good. Is it a rear toe link? Because have they pulled that car down pit lane? They have. So they're just checking something on the back there.
Testing the tyres.
Could you imagine watching 500 on mushrooms that are pretty colours and a blur? My word.
That would not be good.
The snake there, the snake pit. I'm not going in the middle of the snake pit now. Nathan said, Joshua, you should be in the States announcing a race sometime. You haven't already. I haven't gone to the States yet. Last time I was at a track was last month at Donington. I'm doing Not Kill. Do you want to find out? From... Oh. Sorry, I love that.
That's such a nice sound.
From Linlithgow to Knockhill, it's a 33-minute drive.
Is it?
Yeah. Via public transport, it's 2 hours and 45 minutes. Because you have to walk 57 minutes.
Why?
Up the mountain to the track.
You have to walk a mountain?
Yeah, so I can't drive, so either Uber, taxi, or... I convinced...
Day out.
Yeah. On 2 days.
Like, so...
How do you want to spend these 2 days in the mountains of Scotland?
Only one comes out.
Yeah, but it could work because they have links with Porsche and they have the Porsche race there as well. So...
How much of a drive is it?
Oh, God, what if they're not there?
You get a house to yourself?
No, if they're not there, that means I'm going to have to book a hotel.
Closer to the track.
Just camp. Can you do camping at Knockhill? Must be very cold, though. It's in the mountains.
I imagine it would be extremely.
Apparently, phone signal's not that great, so I might be going, and then the phone signal's going to be really bad. So we're not using Discord, we're going to use Ninja.
Never heard of it.
Ninja?
Nope.
Comcam.
Is that it?
It's Ninja, yeah.
But does that mean I can't track you?
I don't know.
I better be able to track you. Just sisterly. I need to know where he is at every given moment.
I swear at one point in Donington I heard the helicopters. Well, that's true, actually. I was stood outside the I was stood outside the media centre with Richard John Neal, but of course, yeah. And the medical helicopter, the second medical helicopter came in and landed. There's the aero intake you're on about, Megan, though, on the front window. Get out of the way, McMahon. That's the Chevy alternative
Hiding
rear
the
rain
secret.
light.
Hiding
Ooh.
the secrets. Jeez.
Yeah. What's that?
It's Aberdeen to the left. That's 2.5 hours.
Why are you going to Aberdeen?
Who lives in Aberdeen part-time?
Oh, right, yeah. That's VO cycling, Megan. VO driving, it's 2 hours 20. No, but if you go to Linlithgow and then go to Knockhill, you see what I mean? 33-minute drive, 2 hours 48 minute public transport. Look, and a 57-minute walk at the end of it. Yeah,
That
literally.
doesn't sound pleasant.
No. So, taxis.
We call them
Oh, sorry?
said, is that what we call them now?
Uber. I'm like, is Uber in Scotland? I don't even know.
I'll try.
So, am I going to need to change my tender?
Yes. Oh, Glasgow and Edinburgh.
I'm not in Edinburgh.
No, but it's close enough to Linlithgow.
Thing is, though, my train would have to go to Edinburgh as well.
Uber.
Basically, to get to Scotland, it's going to take me about a week. It takes a day to get to Kent. It's going to take 3 days to get to Scotland.
Now I see.
It's okay though. It's okay though. It's okay. I'm staying in this really old ancient house with the Queen of England. Apparently, it's called Torchwood. So it's the man likes to go around biting people.
Careful, there is a lot of wolves around the area. And people say they're going to do their duty. And
Oh my God! I'm going to the Highlands of Scotland.
let's hope it's not a trail. You're going to have to go by carriage. Just if you see a blonde girl and a really thin man in a suit
Lift,
being
please.
captured, run as far as you can away because they're going to have a wolf chase of them. And a really precious diamond held by,
The Colonel.
yeah.
Anyway, back to the action, shall we? Because Palou is being passed now by Helio Castroneves into turn 1.
People don't get the references, they're going to be really weird.
Yeah,
about it.
what's Sato doing, people have asked us? Sato has only done 4 laps so far, 2:15.392. He's 33rd overall, so Sato's just waiting to head out there on the circuit.
We could so easily do just a podcast of us just talking.
That is true, but there's another thing I'm also thinking of. There's a
What?
bit of a problem here.
What?
I'm there for 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, early in the morning at about, 9 a.m.? Both days.
Tired.
Yeah, and also I have lunch plans with both Richard John Neal and Steve Ryder at Knockhill.
2 days in a row.
No, it's the same lunch plan.
Last lunch sorted.
Yeah. I'm going to finally learn the Vicky Butler Henderson story. I got the Murray Walker story, but I want to know the Vicky Butler Henderson story.
You're just going to have to walk there.
And also, I get to be in the ITV conference box again, but this time it's not a lovely room with its own at Donington. Oh no, it's a shed.
Scotland.
I wish I was kidding. It's a shed. I'm not kidding. It's a shed.
Well, Scotland are known for unconventional places of doing things. You know where Noemi studies? A church. She studies in a
That'll do
church. I said to her, where do you go? Hogwarts. Wait a minute, you go... I said, wait a minute, you go to uni in Scotland. Are you secretly a witch? I literally asked her that.
And?
She said she weirdly avoided the question.
Obliviate. Stop making me laugh. I can't laugh. Right, what's the chat saying? 10 friends, 10 great views each race. Have extra battery pack and can stay live a whole race. Lol. Do not miss a thing. Groups could get many subs in a hurry. Streamline. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. I tell you what though, we've got a plan for the end of the year when Brands Hatch comes on at the Grand Prix for the British Touring Car Championship. I'm going to be there, Jess is going to be there, and Josh T is going to be there. Omi's controlling the stream before you panic.
Well, you should panic if I was controlling the screen.
So basically, all three of us are going to be at different points of the track during the races, and we'll be calling the action.
Gonna get more of them made up.
I've got 2, haven't I? But I need a third, and I need to have another. Get some. Actually, I'm not going to bother. Do you know why? Because I've had a thought. Next year, because I'm going to get rid of the blue one because that's happened. So blue doesn't work. I'm going to go black.
No, that's your beard doing it.
No, it's because it's the spittle. The same thing happens to our.
I'm thinking it's the beard.
Yeah, but so I'm getting rid of the blue. I'm getting rid of these as well, if I can. Even though they do look great.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have it so it looks like that, but black and with the JB Motorsports logo and the new JB Motorsports there.
Actually on the thing.
On the mic cover.
That's
so we have mic covers and it goes wireless. Because the wireless transmitter's there, it gives, because you can't hold the wireless.
Yeah,
like that.
That just get annoying.
So it'll become wireless like that, and the wireless transmitter will be there. So we've all got like that. See? So that's what it's going to be next year.
Good. Right. Colton Herta still has the fastest lap. Why has none of them beaten?
They're all in race trim now. So the average lap times we're seeing at the moment is like a 2:18, 2:17 on the boards at the moment. So they're not improving at all. This is very much a race pace with high fuel. And if you say, Megan, if Card Day gets washed out on Friday,
it will.
This is their only chance to practice race speed, which explains why in the past 50-odd minutes we've seen so much action out there. Yeah.
They must have checked the weather forecast.
Well, they would have had it told that, look, there's going to be a big rainstorm coming in, so get out there as soon as you can.
Like, this isn't passing for like a week, so you may as well try your best.
A free-for-all, basically, yeah.
Then they'll just be asking, but the races this weekend? Yeah, we're not going to have fun.
I've got a very bad feeling that we're going to get rained out, which means we're going to need rain delay coverage.
I'm sure that is the way that it's going.
So I'm gonna get a few people together, and on Wednesday I'm going to
rain down.
No. Do get some filming done for pre-show segments, like if we go rain delay, and get the qualifying back up and all that lot.
That will be needed.
Together. Yeah. This was what happened 2 years ago on Card Day. Ooh. Colton Herta losing it at the exit of turn 2 with the rear, front getting the air, spinning upside down, destroying that chassis. He had to go to the road course car, and he went backwards.
He always has the most dramatic crashes.
He also doesn't have any luck at this place.
He really doesn't.
On board with Colton again now.
Please don't crash. Actually, what am I saying? Maybe?
Colton wants a chance to win this 500 as well. He always has bad luck here.
Well, maybe it will be his year. But maybe it won't.
I mean, just to go back to your point in the chat there, hunting evil true kind as well. What have you put here as well? And cam recorders allowed in the tripods as well, and nothing else paid seat holders going live from track, even though a group of get all turns and straights for 10 friends we've got. Yeah. I mean, if we did do the 500, we totally would do it. Like, it would be, basically, you see how it is right now? It would be turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, and turn 4 on the cameras. So we'd have one person at each turn. I'll stay at this turn 1 start line area to call the big bits of the race. And then we'll do it like an old-fashioned radio broadcast. We'll go down, look, they come through here and it's down to turn 2. So we'll follow them around the circuit. And we would do it because then people with the tripods and the cameras can have the commentary box. So I've often, we do have a plan to do the 500 if we ever do. And, all 33 cars have headed down the track. Excellent. Do you know what that means? I can set up this graphic.
What graphic?
The timing tower graphic, fully and properly.
Ah, good.
So no longer do we have to worry. It might take a second though, everyone, so just give me 1 minute.
Anyway, 1 hour and 10 minutes left. Has it only been 50 minutes?
Yep. There we go.
You think they'd like to crash at one point or another?
All 33
Say.
locked in. That's better. Looks prettier now as well. So, yeah, there would be a plan. And JB and friends covering Daytona 500 live from Daytona. I could see it all better than the media, yeah. Well, we have a NASCAR media pass, actually. Yeah, we've got one of those, so we could do it. I don't like how low they're getting through 1 and 2, this little train of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 12 cars.
I do. It means possibility of crashing.
There's Grosjean getting very close to the back of Rasmussen. Rasmussen going around the outside. Larson's going to the inside line. And now, all of a sudden, in the last 2 laps, they've all decided to start racing each other. How many are going to back out to the pit lane? You do not want to risk your race car and have limited practice.
Risk it.
Really? This is what happened last year. Catherine Legg, Stefan Wilson. Catherine went right into the back of Stefan, and Stefan is still recovering from his injuries from that crash.
How?
Back problem. Spinal injury as well.
Well, not a crash as dramatic as that, but still.
That was practice 8 last year. That was Monday last year, May 22nd.
Almost a year ago.
Yeah. I remember standing in this very commentary box, having to go very low on emotions. Because there
Like
he
a
is.
Vulcan.
Yeah. Taking out, giving a thumbs up. Continued support recovery as well as Larson and Power battling as VK gets passed by Rahal down low into 1. I'm not... We're only 52 minutes in. It is nice. What's this now as well? Just the millions they get, and so few cameras. So much lost. Oh, while on commercial break as well, yeah.
Commercials are so annoying.
Yeah, besides a bunch of YouTube race fans teaming up to do a better job with far less. Thank you, yeah. We do better than them as well. We do better than Fox. We would be, well, we would.
Commercials are annoying, like when it's just like at the pinnacle moments.
I mean, we are getting people trackside. I mean, Jackson Lambros was trackside for us at the Thermal Club. But with INDYCAR, you're not allowed to do live trackside photography during the race sessions. Practice and qualifying is fine. The race sessions, you're not. But as you say, if you're a fan in the main grandstands, there's no harm in that. But it's different for if you want paddock access. Yeah.
Your experience.
If you want paddock access, it's different. So Jackson was on site for us at Long Beach as well. And he was on the call with us yesterday as well. Again, timing tower.
Why does it keep doing that?
Say again?
Why does it keep doing that? This Wi-Fi is really... It's like, it's not being agreeable to us today.
It's not just that as well, it's the app.
Hold on, what is the weather like? It's meant to be sunny. Oh, it's going to rain on Wednesday here.
It's the app as well. It's being a pain in the back behind. I love how it says Face ID needs to work, and it doesn't work. Look how close that got as well for Colton Hertep, trying to follow several cars and almost ended up in the wall.
It's weird that Face ID just doesn't recognise a microphone.
No. I think so, yeah.
It's just like, oh, that's a part of your normal thing. Like, okay. Right. So they went 3 abreast, but nothing happened. No one crashed. For those who are new, I like crashing.
The lady does a bit too much.
I'm like chaos when it comes to motorsport.
on board. Kyle Kirkwood. Sounds a bit different, doesn't it, coming out of the backstretch? Is Catherine Legg out there?
No.
Yeah.
No. She was. Nice.
Still in pit lane. Out-qualified Ericsson and Rahal.
Yeah, that's good.
230. The only one of those in the 230s. One's actually, think about it. 231.009, I think was their quality time.
Good.
I mean, we'll have all the session results printed out on the desk ready for the 500 next week. This wall that's behind me and Megan here, it's going to get covered in information. So that's going to be 1 hour to go. Pit lane, finally. Where they been?
And honestly, we have a lot to go through today. With all the, even though we have 2 hours, we still have a lot to check off on our list. So how far behind our teams with all the rain out and lost track time they had from last weekend?
It's funny, I was having this great conversation with Marco Andretti this morning. You get so much practice here at the Speedway. When you lose a rain day, some people start to stress. Engineers specifically tend to worry a little bit. But my opinion was always kind of like, there's so much practice, it's fine. With the way that this last week kind of unfolded, you're looking at coming into today thinking, man, we only have two-hour sessions to really properly dial in race cars. It's still a lot of track time in the grand scheme of things, but for the 500, it actually isn't. It feels like everybody is up against it a little bit, especially for some of those teams that didn't get the kind of running earlier in the week that they would have wanted. I'm looking at teams like the 75 of Takuma Sato.
Yeah, should be a Crash-O-Rama race cover for JB for you there, Megan, as well.
Woohoo!
Do the cheap route. Come for 500 camp experience is something in itself. We are sending more people trackside, slowly but surely. Mainly, well, actually, that's not strictly true. Jess was in the British Grand Prix last year. JT goes to several events. I've now started to get out finally into touring cars. I'm doing 3 of the 10. Next year I'm doing 5 of the 10. Fingers crossed. So yeah, it's good.
I'm incredibly tired and yet I've slept 8 hours.
I need this repairing.
Yeah.
It's not exactly 100%.
I don't think spinning Iris around
It needs
so much
a
when she was
new
younger is a good
base at the
idea.
bottom. Chair's fine. I mean, cheekily I did think, oh, I'll just buy a new base and just bolt the chair on because the chair's fine.
It just needs to be tightened, I think.
Nah, I've tightened it. It's not. Well, actually, saying that, live DIY with JB. I've got an Allen key here. Let's have a look.
I think it just needs to be tightened
Oh,
because.
there's screws. Oh, that's all right. I've got a screw.
Because remember when she was little, we used to spin Iris around it. Well, Vanessa did. And on Boxing Days.
They seem all right. Yeah, they're all tight.
It's like the chair itself.
Caution!
Is like loose.
What's happened? So what's...
Whoa!
Yellow's come out.
I'm so happy now.
Is this for track inspection because it's been an hour?
I bet it is.
It's caution for track inspection, yeah.
Give me hope.
Oh, I just looked up from the monitor and the track went yellow. I was like, what is going on here? But
Give me hope and
yeah.
then give me disappointment.
Well, we're halfway in the session, and it is the caution for track inspection that's coming out. Right, let's head down to NBC while the cars are on pit.
A very good tendency to throw a track inspection caution when they see maybe 2 or 3 moves in a row that they don't like the look of, just to get everybody back in, calm down, reset.
Kind of like a windy day with little school kids. Let's get them back. Let's get them back inside. They're getting a bit crazy.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, just finishing that point, Ericsson, who just had the emotional roller coaster this week from Thursday through Sunday, and he has pushed out some 50 laps to be 18th on the speed chart. Not that that means the speed doesn't really mean anything, it's the consistency of running. Here's the pole sitting car, and there's been quite a few comments made over the last few days about, hey, you guys, will you stop calling it the Yellow Submarine? It's not the Yellow Submarine. The Yellow Submarine was back when blah, 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 blah. Well, the team calls it the Yellow Submarine. Scott McLaughlin calls it the Yellow Submarine. So we'll leave it there.
If you can please some people, some of the time. Call it what you want, but Marty, I referred to him as the missile. Scotty Mack is absolutely right where he wants to be in terms of car speed and team chemistry to pull off his first win.
Yeah, that one might stick, Townsend. That was pretty good off the top of your head yesterday during qualifying session. So I found it interesting when we talked to Scotty Mack on the air earlier on. You know, he has had, or this team has had this pit stall before with Simon Pagenaud. Ben Bretzman and Kyle Moyer were in this pit stall when Simon Pagenaud won the pole and won the race in 2019. And Kyle Moyer wants Scott McLaughlin to practice this pit stall. How much of an advantage, Townsend, is this #1 pit stall here at Indianapolis? Because likely we'll have more caution flag stops in the Indy 500, maybe in any IndyCar race this year. That could be a massive advantage for this 3 team when it comes to race day.
Oh, it's huge. And just think, Scotty Mack will start from pole. Let's say he's running up front, full course caution comes out. If you're up front, that means that as you come to your box, the 7 is not there yet. Kyle Larson in the 17 is not there.
Nice,
you've got to clean in, and then you've got a 100% guaranteed clean out. You don't have to do anything except drive straight ahead. That is the best spot on pit lane.
And he remembers all too well, Scott McLaughlin does, on what his teammate did, Joseph Newgarden, a year ago. It's Memorial Day weekend. We're in Indianapolis with just 2 laps remaining.
If you want to win the Indy 500, it's time to tighten your belt and get up and go.
They are coming to the green, and it's going to be a 2.5-mile sprint. Green flag flies at the speedway.
Joseph Newgarden has taken the lead of the Indianapolis 500.
Bring her home, buddy.
Joseph Newgarden will win the Indianapolis 500-mile race.
It's the captain's 19th win.
Joseph Newgarden has parked that car on the yard of bricks, and he's hopping out as we speak.
Been talking over the last 24 hours about natural sport drama, and that's what we witnessed over the last 48 hours. And that's what that was there for Joseph Newgarden with the fans. Just incredible live, real, raw scenes after he won the biggest race in the world. And again, after some 36 years, Team Penske, the captain's men, lock out the front row, and they reenacted the picture and the scene from 1988. The Rick Mears, Danny Sullivan, Al Unser Senior front row is a Scott McLaughlin, Will Power, Joseph Newgarden front row. Really cool. What was missing from the top picture?
It's Pagoda.
I saw RP sitting on the side pod in the bottom picture, the top picture, back in '88. But they earned it. They really delivered simply the best qualifying cars by a big margin, Marty. They were composed, they were fast, and seemingly easy to drive.
Yeah, that was a front row 36 years in the making for Team Penske. And let's chat with Kyle Moyer real quick. And kind of charged the group with getting better at qualifying. But did you ever imagine, Kyle, you guys would sweep the front row in that fashion?
No. I mean, we didn't come in here to sweep the front row. We came in here to get the pole with at least one of the cars, you know. 3 cars on the front row. Pretty incredible. But, yeah, it was a great day for the whole team. A lot of execution all weekend. You know, Friday sort of showed we had 3 good cars, you know. So it was kind of ironic, you know. Joseph was quickest on Friday. Will was quickest on Saturday. And of course, Scotty was quickest on Sunday. And it just sort of that's the thing I think we should take pride in as a team is all 3 cars are quick and they're almost identical. So it's just a matter of a gust of wind or who got the track temperature probably is going to be quick that day. So that's the proudest thing I think of the team that we did.
Yeah, an hour into this session, what have you learned so far with Scott? You put him in a number of different situations out there.
Yeah, no, the car's pretty good. We're fighting a little bit of hookiness on the front. I think everybody is. Track's a bit slippery in the back too. So, and the wind's probably the biggest we've had all week, you know. And it's coming from, you know, turn 1 and 2 down to turns 3 and 4. So it's pushing you pretty hard into 3, and then you're getting hooked in 1. But that's how it could be on race day, and it's more cars than you ran with all week. So, you know, we're pretty happy right now. We'll just get through this next hour, try a couple other things, and just make him sure he's comfortable.
The plan was a 2:15 run with the McLaren cars. Is that still on the docket for the second half of this session?
Yeah, we'll see. It's just all about timing. You know, the yellow changes things now, and then, you know, we had to do some aero work. We wanted to check wings out this morning, make sure they were identical to match in case we had to do anything during the race coming in. So we sort of got off schedule, but yeah, we'll probably get in the group for sure.
There you go. So some Chevy's going to make a run here in a bit. That's an interesting point, Hint, since we've been talking about wings and all of that. He kind of wanted to run through all the different wings they have here in the 3 pit to make sure Scott got a feel for each one of them.
And that's important because you think back to last year. Alex Palou gets hit in pit lane, damages his wing. They have to go to a backup wing. These things are so sensitive. Even though they're built by the same company, they're assembled by the same team of people at the race shop, there's going to be small differences when you're talking about 220 miles an hour. So sending out the car with different wings on gives the engineers an offset between each one, gives the driver a feel. So if you do have an incident in pit lane, you have to switch to a different wing. You know that from the primary wing, which will be this one here, to the backup wing, there's a 0.3% COP offset. They'll make that adjustment on the wing before the car even comes in. So that way, when you bolt it on the car, it should feel fairly transparent for the driver.
Hey, you two know what this feels like, and that is the annual Indianapolis 500 field photo. This was from earlier today. Have a look. Yes, getting the group together, but there's a couple of the kids were late. A veteran and a rookie, Will Power, finally got there. His teammates weren't surprised, like Joseph and Scott. They kind of know Will's timeline.
Notice Rossi with the old hold the stool out for the last arrival, but Power saw that coming from a mile away.
Yeah, Ed's usually pretty good at that trick too, and he was back there as well. So yeah, they did it to Rosie. This was a year ago. Felix Rosenquist goes to take his seat, but does he? Oh, there you go, Ed Carpenter. Like I said, the guilty party a year ago.
That is one talented bunch of drivers. And while we see all 33 there, I do say spare a thought for Nolan Siegel. That was super emotional yesterday. He was forcing back the tears when he was speaking to Dylan outside the medical center. And he'll be back, right? He's super talented. He'll be back. We'll see him again.
James, what did you do Monday? I mean, what was Monday like after bump day, not making the show? I mean, how do you go about your day? I mean, your entire world is programmed to make the race. I mean, share with us what that was like. I mean, unpleasant, I'm sure, but what do you actually do during the week?
Well, I mean, you know, for me that year, the focus then just became helping Rob out. You know, Robbie Wickens was my teammate. It was his first 500. So I kind of took up the role that, you know, Tony Kanaan has on the McLaren pit box, or frankly, the role that Wickens has with Marco right now, just trying to help out him with what to expect and communicate with the team on, you know, any experience that I had and might be able to kind of help direct moving forward. But yeah, it was tough, man. It was tough to sort of just swallow what had happened. But hey, look, you can't change what you can't change. The mindset was move on. Already thinking about Detroit, but also trying to help Rob as best I could.
Let's go down to the Andretti Global Camp. Marty, who have you found?
Let's chat with Rob Edwards real quick. They're going to go green here in about 2 minutes. So is the car as good as it looks, Rob, from your opinion?
It's early days, right? But yes, at the moment we're happy, but still got some things to work through and make sure that we cover everything we need to cover before race day.
So the second half of the session, is it planned team running or planned Honda running? What's on the agenda for the 26?
really looking for different people to run with. I think, you know, the more different people you run with, the more you learn about the car. So, yeah, just looking to mix it up with some different groups, obviously, particularly, you know, Penske's and McLarens and so on, and those guys, and see where we're going to stack up with those guys.
Yeah, I heard there was a group brewing with Penske, McLaren, and Andretti. How does that come together? Just text message, or how does it come together?
Yeah, just messaging between the teams, and, you know, we all know each other, right? So it's easy to coordinate.
There you go. So they're going to go out there and run. Rob's been very happy. I've checked in with him a couple of times, especially with Colton Herta's speed on the long runs. But Townsend, it's kind of interesting. Your competitors out on the track, but you're all trying to work together in these sessions. Honda or Chevy, doesn't matter. You want to be out in as big of a group as you can get.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see what that text chain's like during confrontational times. That'd be a colorful chain to follow, but all good right now for practice.
That takes me back to Alexander Rossi's reaction yesterday in qualifying. When he knew that his time wasn't going to stand up, you say. So about Team Penske, they've been making a lot of noise. They've been making a lot of noise over there.
He's still annoyed.
He's still annoyed. Oh boy, what a day that was yesterday. Qualifying was simply unreal. To see the fastest 4-lap pole average set by Scott McLaughlin, and Penske front row lockout. Kyle Larson making the Firestone fast 6. An amazing comeback the day before from Rinus VK. Catherine Legg getting herself in the field again, describing it as terrifying, but she hung tough, and she's in the field for this Sunday's 108th Indy 500. That's a great shot to show you how fast they come off pit exit.
And
that is wild.
For that is it's a great thing to practice.
So important.
Green flag pit stops, hustling the outlap. Your team will typically give you a timing and scoring report and let you know where you rank in terms of your ability to hang it on the line through the apron. As Alexander Rossi puts some of that annoying emotion to good use, passing McLaughlin on the outlap. I got to ask you about Rossi, Hinch, because you spend a lot of time with him.
Arguably too much.
Does he get more annoyed than the average person at little things, or is he just not very good at disguising his annoyance?
No, he gets more annoyed than the average bear at certain things. He also is able to let certain things go that annoy other people. He's kind of he's a zero or nothing kind of guy. And that's in every aspect of life. If he likes something, it's the greatest thing that's ever happened on Earth. If he dislikes something, it's the worst thing that any human being could have possibly conceived.
Well, here we go, here we go, here we go. Kyle Larson and Scott McLaughlin almost went into turn 1 side by side.
Well, it's already begun, and we haven't even really probably started again yet. They are side by side. This was it through turn number 1. And McLaughlin are not holding anything back. Dixon got a nice toe, but yeah, 3 wide and then bang. There goes Larson as well.
It's a nice start to the next bit.
47 minutes left of this practice. Larson is not holding anything back, is he?
Yeah.
He was in an all-star race last night.
Really?
A heavy NASCAR to...
Does he sleep?
A fast... I don't know. Thing is, though, he must have had some sleep somewhere.
Catnap. 20 minutes.
There was a fight last night, so maybe we just went over and got knocked out. Yeah, I know, but I missed another one. Second one I haven't... fourth NASCAR race I haven't done this year, and there was a fight in 3 of them. I was promised fights when I took over.
You sleep for them all.
Well, I'm back for Charlotte this coming weekend. Oh, and now on the inside line, Dixon gets ahead of Larson. Eilert in there too. So Dixon passed, and I'm going to interrupt myself. There's so many blue and orange liveries in the field this year. It's so hard to tell who they are when you can't see the numbers. It does. So that was Larson to the inside line of Dixon as Joseph Newgarden goes to the top.
Woohoo!
226.238 mile an hour.
That only took an hour.
Yeah. 3rd driver today into the 226s. Which one now it looks like, Megan, that's going to be the race pace.
Yeah. So, it's a decent time.
Dixon goes down low. VK. Oh! Larson nearly takes out VK. VK has to check up. and through goes McLaughlin and Dixon. Larson almost checked him twice coming in through turn 1. There's Ilott, there's Pato.
Because VK, yet again, almost crashing.
So Larson's getting experience here, what it's like leading a tow as O'Ward tries to go round Cash and Evans coming into 4. Didn't work out. And this is effectively carb day, but early.
Yeah.
We get 2 carb days.
Makes you wonder what they have in store for the actual carb day.
If it's not rained out.
Yeah. Which it probably will be.
So that's what. Oh, round the outside into turn 1. Larson going defensive massively. And Larson's lost out the lead to Scott McLaughlin. McLaughlin went right on the outside and cut down low through turn 1. I've not got the voice for this.
No, you do not.
Look at Larson
Same
catching up.
monotone.
Larson catching up. Pulls to the
Going around
outside.
the outside.
Gets ahead.
Managing to make his position. Though I think he seems to forget that this is about times.
Speed.
Time, speed, either one.
Fastest speed at the Brickyard. Look at this though from McLaughlin coming
Speed,
down the yard of
time,
bricks as well. He goes to the inside line towards the pit wall. He's going to swing in to turn 1 ahead. So Larson is getting a lot of experience here. What it's like to get moves done at the 500, what it's like to race inside the pack, and what it's like to lead the pack. All the NASCAR experience in the world doesn't matter. Ask the same of Jimmy Johnson when he came here as well. That didn't matter one bit. This is mattering an awful, awful lot. And it's coming out, Megan, absolutely fantastic. And that's what we're seeing here. Scotty Mack in the lead. Larson second.
And then third
Dixon.
is... Yes.
A yawn and a bad voice. Not great, that. Then it's VK.
You can rest after.
VK, Cashnevers and O'Ward. That's the sort of 5.
Is this a replay?
This is everybody who's binned it into the wall, I think. Let's have a listen.
Enough to dodge all his shrapnel. If we'd have got a puncture right there, all the hype and all the excitement would have been over.
Kurt, thanks for that. All his shrapnel.
I don't think that was meant to play, judging how quickly
No.
that they turned it off NBC.
I think that was meant for the race. Probably so.
Oh, now Larson comes down low. Dixon's coming down low with him. 3 wide across the yard of bricks. McLaughlin drops back. VK's going through. Dixon takes the net lead. And there goes VK up into what is third in this little pre-race we're having.
Woohoo.
Voice can't take this. Oh, this is fantastic. Look at this as well. Coming through on the inside line. Thank you. Look at Newgarden coming at the back there as well as I hit them on. Yeah, I don't know why I did that.
Don't injure our telly.
I forgot it's not a touchscreen, is it?
No, it is not a touch screen, and you cannot do that. Right, so everyone starting to get in a nice little train.
Heads up.
Chances of crashing increasing.
Heads up on the back of... I think Rosenquist.
One of them.
It could be Blomqvist, could be anyone. Right, this is a replay, Megan. Look at this. And 3 wide. Dixon down low across the yard of bricks, and Dixon gets ahead. Larson thinks he's clear. There goes Dixon on the inside, and poor Scotty Mack gets mugged.
Not for the first one.
No. Quite surprised that McLaughlin's on pole position. You went in the commentary box, but you are for the 500, so his chances of winning have just dramatically decreased as well. He's not going to win when you're in the box. Yeah, well, he's not going to win when you're in the box. It's not that type of... It's never been that type of event as well as I've sort of...
You never win when I'm here.
I'm going to turn the microphone more into me so that you can hear me because my voice is really bad. So you're not noticing too much of a change, I don't think, on the stream. But, yeah.
Getting quite cold too.
You can turn the heater on.
No.
That would dry my voice out and make me cough. Yeah. You need the wet air. So if somebody can get the hose pipe. No, that's bad.
Well, on Wednesday it'll be raining.
Yeah, just go stand outside.
So then you get cold.
How about a nice hot bath? Again. Second one of the day. Oh, I was in there until 1:30 actually, so maybe you're right. Oh, right, okay. I have got LA Noir. LA Noir or LA Noir? What is it? It's LA Noir.
let's just say LA Noir.
Yeah, whatever it is.
That's how we say it.
Is it LA Noir? It's LA. It's not LA Noir, is it?
I don't
It's
think.
Noir. LA Noir.
Noir. I'm pretty sure it has an accent. So.
Well, it's French, isn't it? Like nostalgic. So LA Noir. I don't know. LA Noir? Noir doesn't sound right.
Just say Noir.
I don't know. That game.
Yeah. The fun game. Have you found cases yet?
No, can't find it. I've just restarted the game. I'm about to join.
Didn't we have that problem last time? We just ended up restarting the game.
I seem to remember the first time we got it, we couldn't find it, so we just did it again.
Yeah.
I'll find it somehow.
It's fun.
I wanted to replay it anyway, to be fair. I never managed to make it to the end.
No. I can never seem to make it past the first homicide.
The what?
Past the first or second homicide.
Yeah.
Never
The
seem to
Black
make-
Dahlia.
Yeah. It's just, I think I always got too busy.
Well, that's why I wanted to play it, isn't it? I got bored with Uncharted. There's only so many times you can play Uncharted 4, but until you get to a point and go, oh, there's Libertalia.
Right. I need to play Lost Legacy again. Because I never got to the end of that.
You did?
No, I didn't.
You did?
No, I got to just after the maze thing with the stones where you have to jump on them in a certain place. And then my GCSE started. So I have not played that in years.
Don't think your save file's there then. Yeah, you'll have to start again.
I'm fine with starting again.
Did Larson just pull up out of 4? He did, yeah.
It'd be nice to start again. I need something to do.
Dixon gets ahead of McLaughlin to 1 as O'Ward gets ahead of Larson, his teammate, as well. So just swapping over at the first part of this track. I suppose this is warm-up for you, really, isn't it, as well, to come in?
The thing is, I'm feeling very worn down. Sleepy. No. Not if, one, you need that, and 2, who knows if you have some, like a cold.
No, I coughed during a restart and it hurt my voice. Lundgaard's into the pit lane, so Lundgaard's come out of the pit lane, Kirkwood's come in.
I feel very drained right now. 38 minutes left to go.
We love that noise.
I love it too. Right, so, fastest so far. I'll give you the top 5 of that. Newgarden, Herta, Power, Canapino? Is that
Canapino, yeah.
Canapino. And O'Ward.
There goes Canapino coming down pit lane.
No.
That's Grosjean, sorry. Yeah.
Grosjean.
Oh, hang on, when did that go off? You told me the driver track had gone off.
I did not know.
You looked out to reply to one text from a commentator. There we go.
Why is there like 2 open bits to play?
Where?
2
Sorry?
open bits.
I cannot hear.
Why are there 2 open bits to pit lane?
You've got the inside turn 3 and 4. That's the slow lane if you've got a serious problem, or to the pit lane entry you need during practice. And then you've got the race entry pit lane that you're allowed to use from today onwards.
Yeah, because I've just seen Grosjean just completely go by the exit.
Yeah, so yeah. And then there's this one here.
Yeah. I think that's all he went there.
So there's a couple of exits to pit lane. You can use either, to be fair, if you want to take a slow line.
Which one do I fancy today?
I think it's the bottom bit, because if I rock, I think it's the thing actually underneath it.
No, it's the chair itself.
Not the chair, it's the strap thing, the actual column.
Yeah.
Look.
It's loose.
Underneath the...
It's loose.
Yeah.
That's why I've always been scared of that chair.
Like, look, if I go up, you can see what I mean, look.
It looks like you're on a pogo stick.
Yeah. I like it with a little bit of bounce to it. So that so it helps you up a little bit.
Yeah.
Nana was insane. She just had it up there.
She did.
I was like, Nan, you're 80 years old. How can you get on that? She was really tiny, bless her. Yeah,
she was just smaller than me.
And can you get on that? Bear in mind, she had about 2 bad hips.
Jeez. I'm taller than her.
Okay.
Oh,
Can you get on that?
she had something in front of her.
Can you get... Right, there you go.
No, I'm sorry. How could...
Hang on. There you go. Get off.
But I'm
She'd be
taller
good.
than her.
Thing is, though, even with her bad hip, I don't know why she got this one. Because you sit on it and you just go around. With her hip, how did she expect to sit on that?
I think she just wanted a swivel chair.
Yeah. I built this as well, so I'm sat on as well. So it's got myself to blame.
Your craftsmanship.
Craftwomanship.
I said craftsmanship.
Oh, right.
I said it really slowly because I got something in my eye.
I didn't hear that, but yeah.
I said it really slowly because I've got something in my eye.
There is too much indie. These two are making it fun, otherwise the radio network takes it way too seriously and talks it to death. They treat it like a war. Humanity hang in the balance, says Tommy as well, yeah. Hello to George. Will we see you in a suit this year? Yes, I will be in a suit. What do you mean? This is the greatest battle. Listen. See?
Okay, I think that panel needs to be quieter.
Why? This is a great battle as well. This is the pre-match on the eve of war.
So it's for Evie.
Yes. Ryberson, hello! God, you've been there for hours in your ages. Hello, Ryberson. Hello there. Penske cars look like they've trimmed quite a lot, making them fast and quality, but what about the race if they find themselves in the middle of the pack? They haven't got any race pace going through. Do a Friday practice one 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. next day, Friday and 10 to 6 p.m. as well. Every single line quality. Field set, get on with it already. Yeah, FP1 every day would be good. Yes, it has been a few years, Ryberson. How are you? You doing well, my friend? Hello. A lot has changed. I hope you're okay. Nice to see you again. It has been a few years. I love these sessions. Everybody comes out of the woodworks. Although when Ryberson was last here, it was just me and you, and it's still me and you. But now there's a whole team.
Only for this bit.
There is a whole team of us now.
Only for today. Come back tomorrow, you'll probably get a lot more of a team.
There's nothing on tomorrow. Come back
the next day then.
Come back this weekend, you'll see all the new team
When's
members. Ryberson says, been busy with studies and all, but it's cool to be back. Nice to have you back. Yeah, join us if you can. Join us in Monaco and see all the new team members. There's loads of us now. It's not just me and her anymore.
It's hard to get a word in edgewise. But we have a system for that now.
Yeah, we've got It is good.
It is.
Yeah.
Also, have you noticed how some of the team, including me, have just kind of developed sometimes one mind when it comes to speaking? It's
Yeah.
like me and Jess, I swear we're just one mind in races.
Well, the funny thing yesterday was, I think it was me and JT or Jackson, we all said the same thing at the same time. So it was quite, I should not have done that bit of shouting and turning, but half an hour to go. This is an interesting race prep, but it's meaningless. It's good for the drivers and the teams, but...
I reckon it could have been like an hour and a half.
Oh, actually, Power's slow off the drive, and Herter's going to go down to the inside line and get him out into one. And meantime, further back, we see that's Lundgaard coming in. There goes the 30 of Pietro Fittipaldi getting taken by Joseph Newgarden into the first corner as well, yeah.
He really needs to be at the front because he needs...
All right, looks like the stream improved quite a lot. It has, yeah, and everything's good to know, yeah. Whole new team now as well. There's about 28 of us, including professional broadcast journalists on the team now as well, yeah. And we've been trackside a few more times as well, yeah.
It's like from 2 or 3 to 20.
Yeah, there's a lot of us. In fact, hang on, let me read out the full list to you. I've got the commentator chart here as well. 2024. So
we have schedules too.
Yeah,
Josh T does those.
Yeah. Well, I set it up. He did it. No.
Yeah.
So on the team now we have the usual three. So myself, Megan, and Dad. That's Ian Birch, of course.
Yes, when he can.
He's still with us. Oh, hang on a minute. It's stuck on the commentators tab from the Indy 500 schedule. Here we go. Josh T is back with us permanently. Omi, Matthew Owens, Julia Trusovic, Jess Ball, Tom Dillon, Ed Hunter, and Nathan Richards. Synthol, Joe Samiego, Jackson Lambrose, Kieran McGinley, Maddie Patterson, Matt White, and Nick Homewood. And Seth Eves. Takes us around about 22 in total.
happens a lot.
Yeah. Yes, and I did say Maddie Patterson.
Yes.
Team owner of Semket Racing, MotoGP journalist, and really funny person.
She has a donkey.
She does have a donkey.
So cool.
I know. I can't wait for Donington now. I really can't. I can't wait to get there for Donington. I can't. I really can't. It's going to be so much fun. 28, what in the world? I'll be honest, I watch often, but I don't see that many, though, but there are quite a few. That's because
spread out.
It is very spread out, and quite a lot of them don't always turn up.
Yeah.
But
sometimes they just go in the background and chip in.
Like with Maddie and Julia, they're on the MotoGP side of coverage as well. Oh, Newgarden touched the grass out of turn 2 and almost put it in the wall. Newgarden almost threw away the front row. Yeah. P3, of course, he's got.
I just realised I'm dressed like 40.
Yeah. Grosjean winning it could cause minds to be lost, and he could win it. If Grosjean wins it,
I'd be very proud.
If Grosjean wins it, I will eat a sound shield cover.
Please do not promise.
If Grosjean wins the Indy 500 this year, I'll eat one of these sound shields that we have.
Ah, yes, stomach pump.
Yeah, but we've got little tiny ones as well, haven't we?
Please don't.
Like,
please don't eat. That's not edible, Josh. It's not edible.
What even is it? It's fabric.
Yeah, not edible fabric.
It's a wind jammer.
Yeah, it that will shred your intestines.
It's a bit of foam.
It will shred your intestines.
It's foam.
It will shred your intestines.
It's foam.
It will shred your
I'm waiting for Megan to realise why I say it's foam.
Why?
It's foam.
Why are you... How would we know?
It is. You'll never know. I muted the mic so I could tell Megan what it was.
If you lip sync, you do know.
If he wins, then you have to say the most ridiculous thing at the start of the Canadian Grand Prix. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. What, instead of action in Montreal, I'd say something... All right, if Grosjean wins, I'll say something completely stupid at the start of the Canadian Grand Prix.
Stroll's the winner.
What can I say that's so stupid at the start of a Grand Prix?
Ferrari has a good strategy.
No, hang on. And it's lights out and away we go. That'll do it.
How is that stupid?
Because it's Crofties. I'm making a joke by taking the mick.
Ah.
Mine's not really bad. Action.
I think it's good. Mine's just, and we're underway.
Yeah, I don't know why you've gone the Martin Brundle route. You're a good example of Co's can't
Because we have the same initials.
MB. So and you make an example of why you're the co-commentator and can't be the lead commentator.
Do not put me in lead.
You are very much the Martin Brundle of the channel. You're great in co-com, but put you down
lead,
in
I'm just
leading.
like, I don't have freedom anymore.
No, you have to control the broadcast.
I like being the crazy one who gets to just talk about random stuff. Lead. No.
Megan keeps it nice and simple, says George.
Yeah.
Which is insane, because you're actually the smartest one of the lot of us.
True, I am. I'm not even joking. I managed to do a GCSE at 11. Not officially, though. I got a D-. Mathematics.
Yeah. What did you get in the end? What did you get in the end? D?
D-.
No, in the actual one.
Oh, in the actual one, B.
I thought so.
And I did higher science.
I aced physics.
I got a B.
Beat that.
I did higher science.
So did I. I aced it.
You did foundation.
No, I didn't.
Well, either way, I did higher science. Though, you forget, I was only in there for like 5 months.
I was in the higher sets for everything.
I was in higher sets for 2 things. I wasn't in higher set in mathematics.
No, I wasn't in mathematics, I was 2.
I was only in the higher set for science for 5 months, so I had to learn the entirety of another thing within 5 months, and I managed to get a B, so proud.
I aced it. How is that possible? Is that Dan Weldon's wife and kids?
Well, you had a more structured science teachers, I would say.
Le Bon.
Whereas
No longer Le Bon.
Yeah.
No longer Le Bon.
No longer.
Yeah.
I had about 6 or 7. Actually, no, I think 10.
That game was a surprise. Did I tell you that? Or did you see it on the Facebook?
Yeah, you told me
yeah.
that. I aced English, though, and history.
I told Caitlin that. She couldn't believe it.
I aced history.
She couldn't believe it. I think I told Luke as well. I think I told everyone.
It's like...
Did you know what was happening? D was disappointing, B is better. Yes, it is. Actually, all co-comment...
In fairness, I got the D minus when I was 11 years old. I wasn't even in secondary school yet.
George says, actually, all co-commentators say we're underway when they lead. I remember BBC in Las Vegas also heard Palmer saying we're underway.
So it's a commentator thing for Coes. Woohoo! I'm just insane. I'm smart but insane.
Do you know how risky it was that you might have had to have led the F1 coverage yesterday? Like, it was insanely close to how much... If my voice just didn't wake up.
I would have been okay with that. Kind of. I would have just been insulting people on the visors. That's the thing. I can...
Why I started speaking French at the start, I don't know. Because I think at the time I was thinking...
Yeah, especially since we were in Italy.
What I was thinking at the time was... Megan's got to do this bit because I can't do the shouty bits from the start.
So you just started shouting down in French.
No, I was going to go, as we see more trouble on pit road coming in as well for Graham Rahal. Got one of the cars coming out there of...
That guy in blue got nervous.
Yeah, that was Christian Lundgaard came out and Rahal had nowhere to go. I was going to go like that to you and say, Megan, count us in. And then I was going to take over saying action and everything as well. Oh, hello, what was that? There's some smoke on pit road.
Ooh, death. I think it was just dust.
Colton Herter kicking up smoke at the exit of pit road.
Ooh, I wonder where. Continue.
Yeah, so I was tapping you saying I was going to go, Megan, call us in. So you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we're taking over. So I've got to go like that. And got a big breath for the start. But then my brain went, oh, Megan, I wonder if she's done a Duolingo lesson. And then for some reason it went, oh, let's just say French. So I went French. And then by the time I got to the last one, and the lights were going out, I thought, this is all in split seconds.
We're in Italy?
Yeah, no. I thought, oh, Crofty's not going to say, you might have noticed I said, it's eyes on the lights, because in the back of my headset I heard Harry Benjamin say, it's all eyes to the lights, and he was going to say, and it's foot to the floor. So when the lights went out, I panicked a little bit, and I thought, oh God, he said, and it's foot to the floor. Crofty says it's lights out and where we go. I was like, what do I say? And I suddenly went, action! Yeah, so then my brain just went into automatic mode. So that all happened in like I went back and looked, that happened in about a split second, but to me, those 5 lights were like 2 minutes. I was like, okay, what's going on there? And the gap when the 5th light came on and went out must have been like a fraction of a second. But in that fraction of a second, when that 5th light went on, I heard...
was just working overtime.
I heard Harry Benjamin say, it's all eyes to the lights. I immediately thought, oh, so Harry's going to say it's foot to the floor. Crofty's not here. He's not going to say it's lights out when we go. And I thought, well, what do I... Then I saw the lights go out, and I go, what do I say? And I went, action in Imola.
Words!
Yeah. And then I was looking down quickly to see Verstappen and... As we see Ericsson's crash from last Thursday. I was then looking down to see Verstappen and Norris had the better start, then Verstappen got the better second getaway and pulled away. Then Sainz passed Leclerc passed Sainz again, and Piastri got stuck behind Carlos for the race. George says, I haven't heard Megan call a start. Well, she did W Series.
I have. Go back. Though I tend to, on the bigger things, I've been offered calling the start. I have refused because it feels wrong.
When did I offer that?
You've offered me to call the start about 10 times in the past year. I have refused every time because it feels wrong.
Yeah, not lights out. The lights coming on.
No, you have actually offered me lights out once.
Ha!
It wasn't in F1. It was in a different one.
All right, that's one then.
You'd never give me F1.
Never give
but
you.
He has offered me to do that in other things. I'm just like, I'm not lead. It's like, it would feel wrong. It'd feel like I'm taking his job.
F1 Academy, race 2 or race 3 last year when Jess wasn't commentating.
Yeah, I was just like...
That one.
I was like...
See, you were going like that with that cover.
I'm comfortable in co-commentator position.
Yeah, but now all I can think is, because we're saying co a lot, is Kokomo. Which is actually about 10 minutes down the road from Indianapolis.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Heinz Coca-Cola. That's a song, isn't it? Hang on,
Heinz.
I've got that.
Like the bean.
No, I've got that bloody song in my head again, that Coca-Cola song. What did Dad say it was? This is how it comes up. This is how it comes up again and again. We're just talking
You
about
had
my voice.
cherry.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember. Yeah. Dad's right though. He'll get it right sometime.
Every time there's an IndyCar race.
I'll find one. Yeah, go to the W Series races. That's when she had it.
Yeah. Bear in mind, though, I was a lot more inexperienced
Oh, you've had.
then.
Hang on. You led the last MotoGP sprint race, didn't you? Go back to that.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah, MotoGP sprint race from
I have
France.
called one this year.
Yeah. I forgot that. Yeah. You called the sprint race because I
Yeah.
wasn't there. I still haven't seen that sprint race. I've just realised.
How nice of you.
It's alright, I haven't seen the second touring car race either. From Brands. I get busy quickly.
And yet you find time to watch House?
I haven't seen Barber. The IndyCar race in Barber yet. I haven't seen that. I saw Georgina fall, but I haven't seen the IndyCar race yet.
I can find.
I haven't seen Long Beach either.
4 hours in my
I haven't
day.
seen the NASCAR race I missed completely.
If I can find 4 hours in my day to watch the entire first part of season 3 of Bridgerton, then you can find time to watch that sprint race.
Megan, I hate to say, but this is a this is a full-time job.
Yes, I am aware of that fact.
Yeah, you can shout. I can't. Her just coming back out on pit road 20 to go.
Yes, I can shout. And I shall make use of that.
You're commentating Monaco.
Can we gamble?
Yes.
Poker?
We're not playing poker.
Good, because I don't know how to play it. I played it like twice. 3 times.
Blackjack's better.
I kind of know how to play that.
21 or bust. Aces are low or high.
We'll talk about the poker later.
5-card stud, nothing wild, and the sky's the limit.
Maybe if people taught me these things.
Jack did.
Yes. He taught me how to play blackjack. That's it.
Well, Dan plays poker.
Good, he can teach me.
Right percent says, well, this weekend we'll hear Megan be the lead commentator for Monaco. I mean, Megan, Josh is joking right now, but if his voice fully goes, you might need to. He's commentating so much, poor guy. I am. And the microphone is so close to me right now. Usually it's like over here, but it's literally so close to me.
I'm not here.
You can probably hear it in my voice as well. It is dying quite a lot. I have not spoken. The last 1 hour, 42 minutes, I've spoken more than the entire day.
It's true, I've heard like 10 words come out of his mouth today. Actually, no, 20. You may be breakfast. No, lunch. So,
And then Mum bloody shouts upstairs, what do you want to do? It's like, yeah, thanks, I can't shout. And then she goes, you what? You what? You what? Like the deaf old woman she is. It's like, just text me.
Do not call her old.
I bloody will when the foot starts going.
She has just been walking a lot.
No.
That's what the doctor said.
She's the one who probably gave me whatever this is because she keeps going around me all the time. Coughing in my direction.
Probably.
Ah.
It's like, if she's sick, then you have to be sick too. And let's face it, if you're sick, I always have to be sick.
Look, I think you know, as well as Omi would know, who's down in the chat, hi Omi. On a restart, the F2 race, I was just talking normally, and then all of a sudden, something went like that in my voice, and I just coughed, and ended up in a coughing fit. And
You literally had to start because you did have a lump in your throat.
Yeah, and ever since then, it's been bad. Ever since then, that restart, it got bad.
And Ted's just to look to see if you've caught them.
Soothers, of course.
You have not had many of them.
I've had 2. They're really sickly. They've got paracetamol in them as well, so I try not to have them.
Every 4 hours you meant to have them.
Carrot juice, carrot juice, carrot juice.
What does it say it 3 times?
30 box. Someone writing it.
Blackcurrant juice, carrot juice.
Yeah, I'm just putting it underneath. Oh, there goes the timing screen. We are passionate about our great quality Halls products. please contact us 0800 818181. Hang on a minute. Are you telling me that a Soother's brand has their phone number as 0800 818181? And it's funny because I think I've literally eaten one.
You have, and all. You have not had two. Have a second.
No, I'm saving them for this weekend. Well, I'm saving them for this weekend when I'm going to need them. That's why they're in the commentary box. Although I'm not going to leave them over here, because last time I left them over here, they melted. So they're on my desk.
Why am I called the smart one in this one?
Why have you called the what?
Why do you not call me the smart one?
I'm sorry, you're wearing £1 million headset. I still can't hear you.
Why do you not call me the smart one?
Because you are the smart one.
I know, but other people are also smart in other ways. Like, when it comes to technology, I am a bit...
Dumb.
Yeah.
Dumb.
It's only because no one's ever taught me. And if they have taught me a little bit, they've taught me in stressful situations where no one's ever going to learn anything.
Where's that stick?
I've hidden it.
Yeah, okay. I try and teach you all the time.
Yes, in stressful situations.
I am watching, unlike you guys. Oh, yeah, we're not actually keeping an eye on the track right now.
Oh, yeah.
There's
practice.
Well, they're all done for the day. Look, everyone's coming in the pit lane.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, they're all diving in. Pallot's done for the day as well, by the way. So he's gone down.
16 out.
He's gone down gasoline alley. Yeah,
Taxi.
Yeah. Pallot's done for the day.
It's even the same colour as a taxi. In America, that is. And me!
You know you're going to get an interesting text when it just says, liked by Maddie Patterson. So always that means that she's going to text you saying like something else. Am I going to suggest the pub crawl? Yes, yes I am. July can't come fast enough. Oh no, is it? Yeah, it's July, yeah. 12th of July.
Okay, let's see if you remember this, because I tested Mum and Dad on this the other day, and I say this little fact often enough that people in this house should remember it. When was the printing press invented?
1812?
No! Why do you and Mum both go 18? When was the printing press invented?
What the hell are you up to?
I just really want you lot to learn this fact, and no one seems to be able to learn it.
The Weldons are watching on the grandstand at turn 3. What?
When was it invented?
I don't know, when? 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10,
You can't
9.
just keep counting down.
Jesus! Take the wheel.
1440.
1440. Is that how much it cost?
No, it is when it was invented, and then it came to Europe, to mainstream Europe, or I think England, in like the 1450s. So it was invented in Germany in 1440.
Trust the Germans to invent something called the printing press.
Yeah, though it actually really did help society move away from a lot of things. It meant that monks and nuns didn't have to write things down, or maybe monks. That's how they used to copy down books, you know, before the printing press. Monks used to write it down. That means they could change it to their own ideas.
Yes, I know. I hate what they did to Star Wars. Luke would never do that.
In real life, Luke joined the dark side.
That was the original plot, you know. Oh, and that is the 66 spun on pit road of Tom Blomqvist.
That must have been terrifying.
That's
for people.
coming out.
I want to see it.
That's coming out of the pit lane, so I reckon he's gone like wee whoop.
I want to see it. Yeah, we get to see it.
That was the smoke. Yeah, wee and whoop. So he goes right, and it spins at the rear tyres, sends it left.
He's number 66. Like order 66.
We were just talking about Star Wars. He's still stuck on pit road sideways.
Where's Palpatine?
Go for Papa Palpatine. Interesting you say about Palpatine. Emperor Penske team is what Jackson calls Team Penske's the captain.
He almost ran
Roger
over
Penske, yeah. Emperor Penske team. If you look back at our coverage yesterday, he said Emperor Penske has created his Death Star of Penske 1, 2, 3 around Indy 500.
Well, there's only 2 of them there right now.
Well, yeah, but they've won 2, 3 on the grid for the first time since 1988.
You can't tell. Love Star Wars.
Yeah. Back this weekend, we have a production meeting on Wednesday to decide who's doing what, where, and when. All I know is that all I know for 100% certainty is that I'm on the Formula E, the Formula 1, the MotoGP, and the Indy 500 and the Coke 600. All the others, like Moto E, Moto 2, Moto 3 and all that lot, F2, F3, touring cars, that's completely up in the air. But literally, when I say this weekend is the biggest weekend we've ever done, I literally mean this weekend is the biggest we've ever done in our history. Every single stream clashes with another stream.
And we've done a lot of big weekends.
Like literally, we go on air at 12:55, and when we get to 7 a.m, from then on, there's direct clashes throughout the rest of the day.
Closing the curtain.
There. I just can't move. Oh, nice one. Knocking the windshield off. I said,
No, you can.
I said should we cable tie these? You say no, it doesn't look pretty.
It's fun.
Yeah, but you don't like the little ones either, which is why we got the big ones back. I didn't like the little ones either. It was too much
Do you know what I noticed yesterday?
What?
I was laughing like the giggle. Completely unintentionally. I was laughing at something on my phone. I was like, that's the giggle. From Doctor Who.
Scott McLaughlin changes tyres and gets sent out as well. It's 8 o'clock nearly. 2 hours have flown by.
Oh, we just talk about random stuff.
Yeah, but now look at this. Pit lane's getting busy as well with everyone coming in practicing their stops and Scotty Max coming out as well. So everything's going absolutely nuts now in the 500 practice 8.
Have you been looking for a green highlighter?
No. Why?
And the calculator I gave you.
Yes.
What's everything?
I can see my red pen as well, don't I? Yeah, but there was a frog down there last time I looked.
What?
Last year there was a frog behind that chair.
I remember you saying.
The underside of this commentary desk looks like the Somme after the battle. Clean up this week.
You said that last week.
No, I mean it this week. I can see better without my glasses on. Let's hear from Colton Herta. He's done for the day.
You know, obviously, a lot can change. We're going to have a little bit of cooler temperatures, but all that I think that's going to happen to us from that is we'll feel even better. You know, we'll get some more downforce on. So I feel really nice. I think there's still some stuff that we can work on, but overall, I think we're there, and it's all about just really, really fine details. I feel really happy with the car at the moment.
Sunday's a long time from now, isn't it? But is this maybe the most confident you've been in an Indy 500 race car?
I've had good practices, and then the car hasn't showed up on race day every day, but it gives me confidence that we're not too far away from where we were in the race last year. With the addition of a few things, and the car feels just as good as the race car last year, and I would say that was my best race car that I've ever had last year. So hopefully it stands true, and we can have a really fast race car. But the Gamertron is really good right now.
When you told the guys, I'm good if you're good, you guys immediately went into pit stop practice mode. How important is that for you to get that feel, as I noticed, both on old and new tires?
It's hard to make passes in the back of the field. So, you know, when you try to overtake, the easiest way to do that is going long or undercutting. And so just practicing coming into the pits, learning the brake markers, how I want to do it, making sure that we do it on tires that have run a full stint, so they're old and they're not great. And then working on the outlap, just trying to stay flat through the pit exit.
There you go, Colton Herta. A lot of confidence in this camp. You called him the master hinch at working his way through traffic. I think they put the field on notice. They might have the car to beat next Sunday.
Absolutely. Whether or not Herta can do it, or that's another different.
I had a weird dream.
What?
Well, it was very Doctor Who-ish. The last 2 dreams I've actually had are very Doctor Who-ish, because the only time I dream is when I don't have anything playing in the background.
Right.
Because
What's this from Kyle Larson coming out of 4 down pit lane?
I beat up a lot of people.
Oh, he's going to get checked up. Larson nearly hits the back of Newgarden coming into pit lane.
Yeah, I beat up a lot of people in that dream who are like the bad guys. It was like alien inhabiting.
So is this Newgarden nearly... Well, that was weird. Elbow with... Oh, hello. Oh, hang on. That was Carl Kirkwood nearly turning into the wrong box.
Ooh.
Oh, and Kirkwood completely missed his box. Kirkwood didn't know where he was going then. And this is Will Power coming in. Power's locked up. Oh, he got it stopped though.
Perfectly. Yeah, I also had a dream a couple of days ago about weeping
We're
angels.
right stuck on.
I had a dream that involved the weeping angels a couple of nights ago. Weirdly, I really liked that dream.
You come in for the pick. That's what's Omi saying. We're seeing him in the chat during this. Won't be around Saturday. We'll have a view following the lives, don't worry. And I might have a new role somewhere as well. F203 letting guess and can't say, could be, maybe. Is it JBMotorsports Live, not JBMotorsports? Oh, I know what it is, Omi, but I'm not going to say anything. Oh, yeah, Omi's not leaving. Omi's not leaving. Oh, George is just saying about Omi, yeah. Omi's not leaving, don't worry. He's staying where he is. It's just, yeah. McLaughlin's done for the day. Pole sitter for the 500. Yellowy. Winnie the Pooh stands on the transporter pad of the Enterprise, ready to beam down with Captain Kirk, looks down and realises he's wearing a red shirt.
He's not beaming back up.
Biggest twist in the original series? One of the god ones kills. There's a man ensign wearing a red shirt and a female ensign wearing a red dress. Everyone thinks, oh, they're going to kill the man. No, they killed the woman.
Still wearing red.
And the children shall lead, I believe it was. I actually really do prefer it, and let that be your last battlefield. But anyway, that's another thing. Let's hear from Newgarden.
Is there a lot of confidence in the 2 camp?
The car feels good. Yeah, I've been happy with it since we showed up. It's been a lot of work put into this race car all year from everybody, including Luke, who's not here with us, but he's done a lot of effort into this thing. So I'm excited to go racing. I think it's exciting to have Shell back on board, you know, try and have another solid day on this Sunday coming up. But team's done a great job. You know, we're excited to be here, like we talked about all weekend. I love this place, and yeah, we're gonna see how things shape up. You just gotta be ready for, I think, everything. You know, we're gonna make a plan, and you know, might follow the plan or we might change the plan. It just you never know on the Indy 500. So yeah, just ready for Sunday.
What's the biggest box you checked in that session, Joseph?
I think we checked it pretty early, you know, in the week that, you know, our race car and what we showed up with is very much intact. It's there. I mean, the car is capable of racing and doing well, and that's kind of a box in of its own, you know. There's a lot of other things you got to be able to do in the race, you know, to kind of tackle any challenge, but I think the car is very raceable and it's got speed. So, you know, you have that box checked, you can kind of make anything else work, in my opinion.
There you go. Joseph Newgarden had to start 17th last year to win the Indy 500.
I should hope.
And a very nice pit stall for next Sunday.
Look at this.
You didn't even finish with the pit report and you turned him off.
All I had something to say.
Right.
If someone can return...
Stand up a second and put your hands in this. Right, do you remember the second Doctor and Jamie, every time Jamie tried to touch the TARDIS console?
Yes.
Put your hand in the console. No! This is the no touching zone. No touching zone! No, nope, nope, nope. Do not press the button. Leave the button, 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 leave the button. Right, 1 minute to go.
I should hope that car is racing.
No. See, this is how nice things get broken. Megan is now consistently touching the bus mixer. I will not let it go. It's a no-touching bus mixer. Now look what you did. Have you killed the audio? What did you do?
I knocked this off.
Turn your mic in. This is why only I touch the bus mixer. There's Ray Hall. You might get an electric shock if we keep doing that. You're allowed to press your... She's now pressing my mute button. Dare you? Right, okay. Anthony Davidson did that to David Croft once with sentence. Checker flags out. Practice ends. Get out.
Yay!
Megan the psychopath over here.
That's true. Sociopath.
Whatever. Checker flags out there.
Sociopaths have feelings, which often gets confused. They often get flipped.
Everyone who is out on the track has now either finished or is into the pit lane. So here's the results then. My God, let's see if I can get through 33 names. Do you want to do it?
I will do so. Right. In first, Newgarden. Second, Herta. Third is Power. Canapino is fourth. Fifth is O'Ward.
Rasmussen is sixth. Dixon seventh. Grosjean 8th, Rossi 9th, Andretti is 10th, 11th for Ray Hall, 12th for Hunter Ray.
Castro Neves is 13th, Daly is 14th, Ferrucci is in 15th, Blancfest is in 16th, Sato 17th, 18th, Ilott, Palou
I've got to get over this.
19th.
Palou, Lundgaard, McLaughlin, Rosenquist, Lundqvist, Kirkwood, Ericsson for the party, Simpson, Larson, VK Armstrong, Stingray Rob, Ed Commodore, Catherine Leg 33rd. Final practice, 11 to 1, Friday for carb day. Then we got pit stop practice. Our pre-show starts 11 p.m. Eastern. The 180 Indy 500 from 12:30 Eastern. That's 5:30 British time as well. And Monday, the victory celebration as well, 8:30 to 11 on Peacock. And we might do it as well. This is your results then for the session. Megs, what did you make a final practice for carb day?
Could have used more crashes.
Could have. Well, yeah.
I mean, they had one drama.
Yeah. Well, Newgarden tops it then for Penske. It's still them top after race day. All 33 locked in then for the greatest spectacle in racing. We'll be back as well for carb day on Friday. We'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.